Good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about respiratory system. The first definition: the respiratory system is the set of organs that allow to person to breathe and exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. So first, the set of organ. What is the meaning of set of organ? That means in respiratory system different organs are associated like nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli. So we can say the set of organ. So different organs are associated or combined together, and these different organs are allow or gives permission to a person to breathe. What is the meaning of to breathe? Means inspiration and expiration, means air goes in and goes out. So again, exchange of where the air exchange or oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange throughout the body. That means when the air is entered to your body, the air is exchange in between the lungs and environment. One exchange process through environment and lungs, another one through blood vessel and tissue. So here we can say throughout the body. So total definition is the respiratory system is the set of organ that allow a person to breathe and exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. This is all about your definition. Now comes to the parts of respiratory system. What are the parts? Now first, respiratory system divided into two parts. One is upper respiratory tract, another one lower respiratory system or tract. So first, upper respiratory system consists of two organs. First is nose, another one pharynx. So first it is upper respiratory system consists of nose and pharynx. Similarly, lower respiratory tract consists of larynx to alveoli. So we are going one by one. First, nose. What is the, in one line we can describe the function: it filter, warmed, humidification or humidified, or nose contains mucus and cilia. Mucus trap the bacteria and foreign particles. Similarly, cilia sweep the mucus towards the throat or towards the stomach. So this is the function of nose. We will go through the detail about nose in next slide. Now pharynx. It also one function: passage of food and air. That means both the digestive as well as respiratory tract. Now comes to the figure. This is the figure of respiratory system: nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli. This is the figure of respiratory system. So what we have studied, the upper respiratory tract consists of nose and pharynx. Then comes to the, from this to the alveoli, lower respiratory system or lower respiratory tract. Then first, what we have discussed about the nose. First, nose. Nose consists of two parts. One is external parts or external portion or internal portion. It is divided into two. Our nose, first it is external portion, then internal portion. And external portion consists of the framework of bone. See, the external portion consists of framework of bone like frontal bone, nasal bone and maxilla bone. That means nose consists of, the external portion of the nose consists of three bones, that is frontal bone, nasal bone and maxilla bone, and one cartilage is attached. What is the name? Hyaline cartilage, the soft tissue. The hyaline cartilage is attached with muscles. That means cartilage along with muscles are attached in this external portion of the nose and covered by the skin. and covered by the skin and mucous or muscle membrane. Inner side muscle membrane and outer side that is skin. So what is the external portion? Now external portion of the nose consists of framework of bone, that is frontal bone, nasal bone and maxilla bone, along with hyaline cartilage and muscles, and it is covered by skin. It consists of two openings, that is called nostrils, and which also contain hair. The function of hair is filter the air. So this is the all about external portion of the nose. The again nose consists of external portion and internal portion. External portion of the nose consists of framework of bone, that is frontal bone, nasal bone and maxilla bone, attached with hyaline cartilage and muscles. It is covered by skin. It has two openings, that is called nostril. Now comes to the internal portion of the nose. Internal portion of the nose, it is the large surface area. It contains large surface area, due to which the large surface area it humidify or warming the air. When the air is passes through it, it warm, or when the cold air passes through it, it converted to hot, and when hot air passes through it, it converted to cold. So one function of the nose, that is warming, and another function, that is humidification. That means when air travels over the moist mucosa and becomes saturated with the water vapor, and warming due to the high vascularity of the mucosa. So the main function of the internal portion of the nose is, one is warming, another one humidification. Apart from this, the important function, that is the large number of olfactory receptors are present in this internal portion of the nose. So with the help of this olfactory receptor, we can detect the smell. So the main function of the nose or internal portion of the nose is detect the smell. Apart from this, filtering and cleaning. So with the help of, due to present hair in the nostril or the nose, the main function of the nose is filtering and cleaning. So a quick recap of nose, it consists of two portions. One is external portion, another one internal portion. External portion of the nose consists of framework of bone, that is nasal bone, frontal bone and maxilla bone. It is attached with the muscles and covered by skin, and two nostrils are present. And internal portion of the nose consists of framework of bone. And the function of the nose, one function is warming and another one humidification, filtering, cleaning, and the important function detection of smell due to presence of olfactory receptor. This is all about your nose. This is the first part of the upper respiratory tract. Now comes to the pharynx. The pharynx extend from the base of the skull to upper end of the esophagus, or at the level of the sixth cervical vertebra. So it is approximately 13 centimeter long. So after nose, the second organ of the upper respiratory tract, that is pharynx, it is extended from the base of the skull to sixth cervical vertebra. Then it is approximately 13 centimeter long, and it is divided into three parts. First is nasopharynx, then oropharynx, then laryngopharynx. Why it is called nasopharynx? Because it is connected to the nose. the first part of the pharynx connected to the nose. So nasopharynx. Then comes to the oropharynx. Why it is called? Because it is connected to the oral cavity. So oropharynx. Now comes to the laryngopharynx. Laryngopharynx, it is connected to the larynx. It is connected to the larynx. So it is called laryngopharynx. Laryngopharynx. Now comes to the function. What is the function of pharynx? It involves both the digestive and respiratory system, mainly oropharynx. And it is also warming and humidification. That means when hot air is passes to the respiratory tract, it converted to cold. That means according to your body temperature. Similarly, humidification. Then another function, it also helps to taste, protection, speech, hearing. How hearing or protection? Now protects the lower respiratory tract, or hearing due to presence the opening of the eustachian tube in this region. So it helps. So these are the function of pharynx. So a quick recap of pharynx. Pharynx, it is the part of upper respiratory tract. It consists of 13 centimeter long. It is divided into 3 parts: nasopharynx, oropharynx and laryngopharynx. Then function same as the nose, warming, humidification, or it involves the special function of the pharynx is the special organ which involved both the digestive as well as respiratory system, that is oropharynx. Apart from this, it also helps to taste, protection, speech and hearing. Now comes to the larynx, also called voice box. It is a short passage that connects the laryngopharynx with trachea. That means one end it is connected to the pharynx, the lower end it is connected to the trachea. So it lies the middle of the neck, the anterior to the esophagus. That means anteriorly the larynx is present of esophagus, and it is extended from the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th cervical vertebra. And it is also called the larynx when it is developed, or at the time of puberty, the size of the larynx enlarged. And mainly in case of male, the wall of the larynx is composed of cartilage or the Adam's apple. At the puberty, the size of the larynx become larger and voice becomes louder. So we can say the Adam's apple. It's also called Adam's apple. The wall of the larynx is composed of different cartilage like thyroid cartilage, epiglottis, cricoid, arytenoid, cuneiform and corniculate. These are the different types of cartilage, 9 types of cartilage involved in larynx. So one is thyroid cartilage. So thyroid cartilage is also called Adam's apple. Why it is called? Now at the age of puberty, due to the influence of male sex hormone, the gland becomes, or the cartilage or the larynx becomes enlarged. So that due to influence of the male sex hormone, it is enlarged. Thyroid cartilage enlarged, and it looks like apple, so called Adam's apple. It consists of 2 huge plates, that is the hyaline cartilage in the anterior of the larynx. It presents both the male and female, but usually enlarged in case of male due to influence of the male sex hormone. Now comes to the epiglottis. So it is the lip-shaped fibroelastic cartilage. That is the hyaline cartilage. Now the epiglottis is fibroelastic cartilage. The stem of the epiglottis, it attached to the anterior of the thyroid cartilage and hyoid bone. It helps to the close of the larynx during swallowing. That means when the food particle enter into the digestive tract, the respiratory tract close down. When air is enter into the respiratory tract, the digestive tract close down with the help of epiglottis. Then the function of the larynx. Same, the warming, humidification, like the all respiratory tract, like nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea. The common function is warming and humidification and filtering. But the special function of the larynx is production of sound. So how sound produced in the larynx? In the larynx. Now when the optimum pressure comes out from the lungs and passes through the larynx edge, it is a fuse shape. So when the air, optimum pressure of air is passes through it, the sound creates. And with the help of other organ like lip, tongue, cheek, these are the accessory organ which helps to the larynx or to produce the sound. So the special function of larynx is production of sound, and also same the protection of lower respiratory tract, passage of air, humidification, filtering, warming. These are the common function of respiratory tract. Then this is the figure. Quick recap. Pharynx, it is divided into three parts. This is the nasopharynx, this is the oropharynx, this is the laryngopharynx. Total 13 centimeter long, and this is the common passage. This is the oropharynx. When food is passes through it, and this is the air travels through it. So this area, green area, is the common passage of pharynx, or also called oropharynx. Now comes to the larynx. How it is fuse shape? This is the fuse shape of larynx. When optimum pressure comes out from this region, the sound creates. How the sound produces, we have already discussed. Now comes to the trachea. Trachea, it is a rigid fibroelastic structure and incomplete ring of hyaline cartilage. So why it is incomplete? To contraction, easy to contract and relax. Then it maintain the potency of the lumen. So the trachea is lined internally with ciliated columnar epithelium. With the help of this ciliated columnar epithelium, the cough reflex towards outside. So it measure about 11 centimeter length. 11 centimeter length, and diameter is 2 to 2.5 centimeter, and 18 to 22 number of cartilaginous ring or C-shaped cartilage are present in this trachea. So it is a ciliated, it is made up of ciliated columnar epithelium, 11 centimeter length, C-shaped cartilage, diameter is 2 to 2.5 centimeter, 18 to 22 number of rings are present. This is all about your trachea. Then function, support and patency. Then C-shaped cartilage provides semi-solid support to the trachea. It does not collapse. So during inhalation and helps to maintain the diameter or patency, are easy to contract and relax. Apart from this, cough reflex, due to presence of ciliated columnar epithelium, it helps to produce the cough reflex to expel the foreign material from the mouth. Apart from this, we have discussed the common function of the respiratory tract like warming, humidification, filtering. Then as reaching the air into the trachea, the air gets filtered, warm or humidified. This is the common function of the respiratory tract. Now comes to the trachea is divided into two parts, or it enter to the left side of the lungs and right side of the lungs. That is bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli. Left bronchus, right bronchus. We will go through detail. The trachea is divided into left primary bronchus and right primary bronchus. Then primary bronchus contain incomplete cartilage ring. So why it is incomplete? Again we can contract and relaxation purposes, and it is lined with pseudo stratified ciliated columnar epithelium. So it is made up of the inner lining of the wall of the left primary or right primary bronchus is made up of pseudo stratified ciliated columnar epithelium. On the entering to the lungs, the primary bronchi divided into smaller bronchioles, that is secondary bronchi or secondary to tertiary, tertiary to terminals. Then bronchioles is the first airway branches that has no longer cartilage. That means they are unable to contract or relax. So when it is the bronchioles terminate by entering the circular sac called alveoli. When bronchioles, the smaller the branches, it enter to the alveoli sac, that is called, or enter to the smaller sac, that is called alveoli. Then the common function, same warming, humidification, the cough reflex, support and fast patency, and it control the air entry. This is the function of left and right primary bronchus. Now comes to the lungs. We will go through the detail in the next class.